We've identified a series of medium cost projects that could potentially be included in our new Climate Emergency Action Plan. These projects are estimated to cost between £5,000 and £50,000 per project, and we'll explain more about these options in this video. The first option is to employ a tree strategy officer to increase tree planting across the district. Trees play a huge role in the fight against climate change, removing carbon from the atmosphere and locking it up for centuries. Trees near bodies of water can also be useful flood defences, massively reducing the amount of rainwater entering watercourses and lowering the likelihood of a river bursting its banks and flooding low-lying areas. In 2019, we used government funding to employ a project officer to launch our Tree Chichester District scheme. Through this initiative, we have been testing different ways to boost the numbers and health of trees outside woodland areas, leading to around 50,000 trees being planted across our district. This project proposes to employ a tree strategy officer after the current government-funded project finishes in 2025. They will help landowners take advantage of the many grants that are available from the government and other organisations to help support tree planting initiatives. The next option is to fund a study to explore options for part of a new cycling, wheeling and walking route through Oaklands Park in Chichester. We recently created a local cycling and walking infrastructure plan. This identified travel routes in and around Chichester City that could be made safer and easier for people who cycle and walk, including those using wheelchairs, pushchairs and mobility scooters. As part of this plan, a possible route through Oaklands Park in Chichester was identified. This proposal is for a study to explore how part of this route on council land could be delivered. It's worth noting that this wouldn't cover the cost to deliver the path. The next option is to fund secure cycle storage units. The aim of this proposal is to encourage more cycling and less car travel by looking at potential locations in the district for 2 locked bike storage units. The next option would look to place a greater focus on work to help the district to better cope with changing weather patterns.
Climate change is expected to lead to warmer and wetter winters, hotter, drier summers, and more frequent and intense weather events. This proposal is about helping us and our environment to adapt to those changes, also known as adaptation. As a council, we are already working on projects related to adaptation. However, this isn't specifically included in the current Climate Emergency Action Plan, and so this proposal would look to put greater emphasis on projects and policies related to this area. These would focus on topics such as water storage and management, which would help reduce flooding by slowing the flow of water. This can be done by creating ponds and reed beds and allowing rivers to meander. They would also look at work to create new habitats in the district, for example to replace habitats that may be lost as a result of tackling coastal erosion and flooding. This proposal could also include producing more detailed guidance for developers and designers around adapting to climate change, and look at projects to develop or support new strategic wildlife corridors and restoration projects. It would also include our continued contribution to multi-agency emergency planning for heat waves, coastal flooding and surface water flooding.
Now that we've covered all of the options in this section, please drag and drop the options into order of priority so that they are numbered from 1 to 4, with 1 being the highest priority and 4 being the lowest. Please remember to press the button to confirm your rankings.